what you missed.
There it is.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Good morning, girls! Welcome to the DJSbu Breakfast! Welcome! Might be some new listeners in the periphery in jail.
Right.
Who's Chris Jaftha and what's your mission statement?
I'm a make-believer too. She shake a voice, break a participate, a ceremony master maker. I had to end it like that.
Yeah.
Basically means I'm an actor, dancer, singer, voiceover artist, model, MC, currently presenter on Top Billing. I've done quite a few things. I've got a show out at the moment called Bedford Wives. So we are, I think, on the 8th episode this week.
Yeah.
What's today?
The 11th.
Today's the 11th.
Is it Tuesday?
Right? Wednesday.
Or Wednesday.
Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, we're on the 8th episode.
Okay.
Yeah, loosely based on the lives of Lolly Jackson. I know that the name can sort of throw you off. Bedford Wives. It sounds like a reality TV series, but it's not. It's a comedy drama.
Okay.
I'd like to think of it as an action comedy. Loosely based on the lives of Lolly Jackson, Kretcher, all those kinds of guys, and the underground scene of Bedford view through the wives' eyes.
Yeah.
That's what I've been busy with, and there are a couple of other things in the pipeline.
Aren't you guys scared though?
Because of portraying those kind of stories and that kind of thing.
It's an underground world, man.
You know what?
And it's scary.
It's actually quite funny because I've been meeting some of those cats like randomly.
Yeah. And you don't know them. They come to you. They're like, hey.
You know what? I'd say something like, let's say I'm emceeing or whatever, and I'd sort of plug the show, and then later on the guys are coming to me and being like, yeah, you know what? I bought Lolly his first Lamborghini in '99.
Yeah.
I'll be like, okay.
Yeah.
Like,
Can't wait to see you back on stage though.
thank you.
Has it been a
I love
while?
stage. It's been a year, I think. I think the beginning of the year is when I did West Side Story in Joburg. Did you watch it?
No, I haven't been to theatre in a long time.
All right.
I've
You guys
been
missed
that
a good
boring
one, eh?
child.
You missed a good one. I know you guys have been working hard, but you missed a good one.
But what are you finding? What are you finding? Sorry to disturb you.
Go ahead.
We missed a good one, and you were still explaining.
Yeah, you missed a good one with West Side Story. I played Bernardo. It's sort of based around the love story of Romeo and Juliet, but they took it to sort of the streets of New York, with the Puerto Ricans versus the Americans.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
And I played the leader of the Sharks gang, and my sister falls in love with the leader or the ex-leader of the Americans, who are the Jets, and there's a rivalry that happens there, but love sort of comes into play as well, and it was a beautiful story, man.
But how do you
And
get
really
to
well
manage
done.
all these different things?
You know what? You've just got to push as hard as you can. So what I was doing at the time, I was performing in the evenings, and then I was shooting for Top Billing during the day, or I was emceeing during the day and then going to perform in the evening. So burning the candle at both ends. Other times the candle was in the fire, the whole candle.
Did other things happen as you got into the industry and moved along, and other opportunities came your way, or were you aware from before you got into the game, but you are multi-talented? You want to do this, you want to do that, you want to do that. For me, it was just radio. I didn't end up doing all these other things. They came as I got on radio.
To be honest with you, people say that I'm talented and whatnot. I just say that it's hard work. Someone once told me that it's 90% hard work, 10% talent, and I firmly believe in that. I believe that hard work trumps talent. So when I finished school, I actually studied fine art. So I was an artist. I used to paint, draw, all of that kind of thing.
So you are an artist, yes.
I was an artist. I was at NSA. I actually left KES to go to NSA so that I could do
Oh, you're a KES boy. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Ichibalaguta.
From KES, this boy.
Wow.
Been around.
Do you still paint?
I don't. I did once on the show, and it seems like I may still have it in me, but I haven't made time.
You haven't tapped into your music.
Look, I guess on the musical side of things, stage has sort of been the way that I've tapped into music, but in terms of maybe releasing an album or getting deep into music, because it hasn't been my first love. It's been something that I can do and that I've enjoyed doing when I do it. However, I've had certain people contact me, and we are looking at possibly collaborating and coming together with something that's going to be very tasty to the ears.
Okay, so he's
Yeah.
choosing his words.
Yes.
So it's one of those things you can do later in your career, but it can also, prolong your career.
Absolutely. I you know what you're talking about earlier in terms of having longevity in the industry.
Yeah.
How you've had multiple streams of income and that kind of thing, or multiple vehicles to create those streams of income. I think, especially in South Africa, that's something that you have to do if you want to.
If you want to make a living of entertainment, yeah.
Absolutely. Like, you've got to spread your wings as far and as wide as possible to be able to sort of keep your head afloat, you know what I mean, or have a decent life.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the opportunities that availed themselves to me ever since I was a kid, and just like my parents pushing me and having to find myself in the deep end many times, has forced me to kind of like break out into those various forms of talent, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't, I mean, like, I can't say that I was always talented at certain things, but I've been in the game for 17 years, and I think you learn along the way. I'm a sponge, and so there's a lot of people that I look at that I learn certain things from, certain traits, certain characteristics, especially if they're positive ones.
Yeah.
Hard work, tenacity, pushing forward, getting out there, and just like putting yourself in the deep end so that you stay out of that comfort zone, so you're constantly growing.